Good evening and welcome to our Friday edition of News Geelong. Graham Rawlins with you on behalf of the News Geelong crew. The citizens of Geelong have elected the first directly mayor in its history, with local businessman Keith Fagg taking on the civic leadership role for the next 4 years. From the world of Geelong sport, Mitch Cleary will cover the local scene with accuracy and, most of all, up to date with all the info. While in weather, we'll bring you the Geelong and Surf Coast weather forecasts expected over the next 6 days. Keith Fagg is a Geelong man who cares deeply about his community. For over 3 decades, active involvement in dealing with people through business, Rotary, church, public service and community governance boards has been a key element of his life. Now he faces the biggest challenge as the firstly directed mayor of City of Greater Geelong. Meryl Friend reports.
Geelong went to the polls over the last few weeks and we now have our first ever publicly elected mayor, Keith Fagg. We were able to catch up with him. And we're joined with Mayor Keith Fagg, Mayor of City of Greater Geelong, the first ever publicly elected mayor. Congratulations.
Thank you, Meryl. I really appreciate that.
Now, pretty exciting time. Can you just give us a bit of a timeline? It was May when you first put your hand up.
It was May. I've been thinking about this really since about February, but May I became a bit more serious, and really since then I've devoted my full-time efforts to this in various forms and really enjoyed the experience meeting with community organisations and people right across Geelong. There were 70 organisations I spoke to, and there were still lots more I didn't get to speak to. Met some wonderful people along the way and experienced lots of great passion for our community. It's certainly a very diverse area of Geelong. We go from Anarchy right through to St Leonards, and people in all those places love their communities. They want to see them progress and looked after, and so I learnt a lot in that time. Meryl, I've been a Geelong person from all my life. I've worked outside for a few years, but really otherwise it's all been in Geelong. And I love Geelong, I love the people, I love the passion of the people here, and I feel that at this stage of my life that this opportunity that's coming for a direct elected mayor for the City of Greater Geelong is an appropriate thing for me. I'd like to contribute more to our community. I've always been active in community affairs in different ways, together with our business here in South Geelong and North Geelong, but I feel this is the next step for me and an opportunity for the people of Geelong to really take a step forward, both for our economy and our community in general. Firstly, I'm not political. I'm a political basis. I have no allegiance that way. I've been involved in the community in many different respects, and I think have a good feel for the community. And certainly in the last 2 months or so, I've been more proactive in going around and finding out what the issues are affecting Geelong people, what their concerns are, what their hopes for the future are, and there are certainly many hopes. Geelong's a great place to live, as we all know, and it has many opportunities, but also some challenges we're facing right now. And I guess we're looking for the council and local government needs to give great leadership in these times.
A lot of other very worthy people in the running.
There was a great field of 9 candidates. We met 8 of them in the process, and I enjoyed meeting all of them, all good people, all standing for the right reasons, I believed, and it's a pity that not already could be elected. The process for both the mayor and the ward councillors has meant that only one person can be elected, but really there's some wonderful people who missed out, and I really appreciate their involvement, and I hope that they can do other things in the community to keep that momentum going. We need good people involved down in community.
So what do you think the key for the future of Geelong's success is?
It'll be about building our economy, I believe. Without a strong economy, we can't have a strong community, and all the services we have in Geelong and the great network of services we have, we need to have a strong economy underpinning that. We therefore need to make sure we diversify our economic base as much as possible. We need to celebrate and support our manufacturing and transport base that we already have. The Port of Geelong is a major facility together with Avalon and our rail freight network. But we need to make sure that we support those, but also look for opportunities in the new economy that will be coming in Australia, and we need to be part of that. We are actually part of a world economy, and we need to be out there promoting Geelong. We need to be building on the innovation that places like Deakin in particular are bringing to our city. The Innovation Centre and the Technology Park at Deakin University at Warren Ponds is really breaking some new ground, and from that will come some real industry industry, both manufacturing and other services, which can really provide a good employment base into the future. But we can't afford to forget all those things that we've built on over the years, particularly our manufacturing and retail base.
Now, you've been sworn in as mayor. What's a day in a life in the last couple of days been like?
All right. Well, we actually are sworn in officially next Monday night. We've been declared today, so I think we are councillors now. But we officially declared sworn in next Monday night. It's a public session at the Geelong West Town Hall. And there's an open invitation to the public to come along and be part of that and see, because we are accountable to the people who have voted us in. This is my first couple of hours really as mayor, so you've got me right at the right time. I'm learning as I'm going, meeting some wonderful people around the council staff, meeting the new councillors for the time. There's four new faces around the council chamber and other councillors I've met before. And we're just getting to know each other and just finding the ropes. A lot to learn in a short period of time. The main thing for me will be focusing on the agenda and the vision that the council will develop together, and doing what we can to keep the momentum that's there now, keep that going.
And so with that manufacturing, with Alcoa and Ford, I mean, this is about moving forward, isn't it? Because the times are changing.
They are. We want to see those industries stay if they can, but we also need to provide opportunities for the people who work there and their children into the future. So we need to look at other opportunities, work employment opportunities as well. We need to have good education here and training facilities, and Deakin is a fantastic asset for our city in that regard. And we need to, I guess, be as creative as possible and as innovative as possible for our community.
Were you able to have a chat with our former mayor, John Mitchell?
Yes, I have. I spoke to John yesterday evening. John was very gracious. He congratulated me on winning the election. I expressed to John the great appreciation of the people of Geelong for what he has done as a councillor for 8 years and as mayor for 4 years. As the longest serving mayor in the city, in the history of City Grade Geelong, and he has a great contribution, great enthusiast for Geelong, great passion, and a man of a big heart. And he's made a great. I think he can look back on his history in council with a great deal of pride, and left a legacy for us to build upon.
So thank you so much for your time and congratulations, and we're looking forward to seeing how you are in the reins of mayor.
Thank you. Well, it'll be we'll suck and see, but I'm looking forward to it, and thanks also for your work in Geelong News.
The official swearing in of the mayor, Keith Fagg, will be held at Geelong West Town Hall next Monday at 7:30. I'm Meryl Friend for News Geelong.
Thank you, Meryl, for that excellent discussion with our first directly elected mayor, Mr Keith Fagg. As we go to a break on News Geelong, we'll be back with more news after this.